Okay, guys, I think we can continue. I'm so terribly sorry. That's number one. For the technical delays, not you, me, but of course the other guys to blame, but don't worry, off the camera, we'll give them the bill. Anyhow, I'm gonna start over. I'm gonna start over where I was. I don't know if you guys, with all the disruptions and disconnections, could have followed us. But I wanted to start over a point before I was going to the point what I was that I want to talk originally about today. That some people are misrepresenting Vitae as an investment platform, as a lottery ticket, or maybe as a retirement plan with guaranteed income. This is all wrong, and how we call that is fake news. Vitae can reward you based on your activities. Based on your activities on our social media platform. That's what Vitae stands for, a social media platform. And not necessarily if you buy a unit or if you buy an upgrade, it means that you will earn something. It is based on your activity that happens after that you personally do, that you personally recruit people and moving our services and our products to other consumers that rewards you for those activities. Hence the name Social Rewards website. It's a website that rewards you for your social activities on our social platform, right? So we got to make sure as a community to call out all people that we find online or offline even that may sound selling Vitae as an investment platform. This is wrong. This is not good for our reputation as a company. It is not good for the reputation of the teams, for the people, the hardworking people, the dedicated people, the people that are determined, which we are right now in the midst of. It's not good. We need to call that out and make sure those people have the right understanding what Vitae is all about, all right? Anyhow, let's get to the point. Why did we gather the people here today? I wanted to share with you a little story. And that little story is the story of Vitae the last 2 years. We have had setbacks, we have had struggles, we had ups, we had downs. For those who are longer with us, remember the journey that we had, although now we can smile about it. Yeah. I think it is by far, everybody understands that we already started the momentum a couple of weeks ago. We are not even in the midst of this momentum, we're just getting started, right? Now, those who are following me now for a long time always saw me in public or online or in communications and writing, that I usually talk about the vision of Vitae, not necessarily the compensation plan of Vitae, let alone the token is something that I barely talk about. I always talk about the story of Vitae. What is the original idea that was founded with Vitae? That's number one. And number two is, where are we going? What is it we want? Yeah, which is very, very important. Let me try to explain what that means. To me, it's important that people understand what the possibilities and the opportunities that Vitae offers and will offer in the future, in the near and in the long-term future. That is more, not just interesting, that's more important to me. And what I mean by that is very simple. What I mean by that is the stories that people will tell, the next generations. And when I mean the next generations, I don't mean the next generations in 50 or in 100 years from now. I mean the next generations, that means the people that we tell and share the vision of Vitae. What will their stories be? What will they be able to tell their next people that they recruit to this amazing journey, right? It is about changing people's lives. The Vitae, the name says in Latin as well, Vitae means life, where communication means life. Communication is Vitae, where everything that you do means life. The person who you are, the person you become, the opportunities that get along the way, through Vitae, just by basically doing the daily habits that you already do by far in every other social media platform, right? Now, the compensation plan, you never barely hear me talk about it because it's not important. What important is that when you share that story, on the way, you get rewarded for sharing that story. It's not your selling and compensation plan. It is very simple. When you share the story of Vitae, Vitae has a social rewards website that rewards you for that very specific activity that you just did. It's just by exposing and giving more exposure to this story more and more and more and more. And this is very important part. Now, for those who did hear me talk about the token, it was always in the context that I was saying that the token was communicating with us, remember? To me, the token is always communicating. It reflects me a certain picture. When the coin goes down, it tells me a lot of the inside. Why is it going down? People are probably not happy with it because the coin's price is always based on supply and demand. Now, if there's too much supply and too less demand, you will have a coin drop in price. However, if there's too less supply and too much demand, you will have a price increase in a token. Now, that's very simple. We don't need to talk about it. But when it happens, it tells you as well. Now, I can see that in the back end as well. I see the numbers of upgraded members, the numbers of units are growing lately in abnormal numbers that we haven't seen ever in Vitae. We are now really in good times in Vitae compared to where we was. Of course, there's so much more to do and so much further to go. And obviously the coin tells us what's happening. Now people look at that, wow, the coin goes up, what's happening, what's happening? This is what's happening. More and more people know about Vitae. This is exactly what's happening. More and more people in the Vitae community decided to tell the story of Vitae because they look around and they see what's happening in the world. And they say, you know what, enough is enough. We don't want to be manipulated. We don't want our data to be sold. We don't want to be annoyed by advertisement. We don't want that, period. We don't want to be censored. We want our opinions to be out there. And when big, large tech companies start to censor us or annoy us with their advertisement or sell our data to others, the people say enough. And they look for an opportunity that will reward them for being just who they want to be, for being just honest people who share their opinions, freedom of speech, which is very, very important. This is what you see now happening. And basically, what those people did in terms of network marketing, it's called recruiting. They recruited new people to the story, right? To me, I wouldn't call that necessarily recruiting. To me, it's just more people know about Vitae and they expose the story, yeah? But I do want to talk about specifically now to the audience that follows us here now live, and maybe those who will listen after this live is going on, yeah? As far as I've learned, this is also possible. And I'm not used to Facebook Live. You saw it, my first experience with Facebook Live went immediately down. However, I want to address for a second those who have been with us for a long time. Those who have been with us the last 2 years, those who have worked very hard, and those who decided to wait on the sidelines to see what is happening with Vitae and are waking up now to see, wow, this is where dreams become magic. This is like, wow, for real, something is happening. There's a tension in the market. I want to talk to you guys, right? What has kept us in the last 2 years from reaching that momentum is very simple. We established the structure of a company and we needed to set a few pillars on the way in order to be able to start that journey. And I'm talking about the legal pillar, yeah, the Department of Legal, the Department of IT, the Department of the Network, the Department of Marketing, and so on and so forth, right? But there's one pillar missing. There's this one thing that we're talking about on the inside as well a lot, and I talk about it on the outside as well. There's one thing that is missing by us. And that one thing is education. Now, here's what I mean by that. Our job as pioneers, as partners of this very journey, is education and understanding. We educate people and we help people understand what it is that we do and what it is that we have to offer at Vitae. It's very simple. However, many people don't even know that they got to be educated to that. Simple skills, but they don't even know. They think it's like, yeah, why not? And sometimes they get resistance. They don't even know how to deal with that. And they don't understand why would people resist that idea, right? Let me tell you my personal story. When I started with this profession, it's about 7+ years ago, yeah, I didn't know there was education out there. I had to educate myself. And I had to start my journey like this Facebook Live started today, you know, like really dropping down. Disruptions, disconnection, it's not going, it's not working, nah, it's not. Look, if there's something that I learned over the last 7 years, yeah, it is never too late to, oh, now it went out of my head. It is never too late to quit, and it is never too early to keep going. Okay? Because you can always quit. Once you quit, it's over, right? But to start over, it's never too early. You can always start over. You can always start again. There's always this one more time. You have many of reasons why to give up and why not to continue. But you have always to know in your mindset, if you want to quit tomorrow, today I'm going to try one more time. This is what I've learned in short words in the last 7 years, and this is why I am today where I am. Yeah, not that I'm the most successful person on earth, don't get me wrong, but I'm definitely on the path and on the right way to go to be one of the most successful people on earth. And my job is, and my determination is, not just to take myself to the top, but to take all of you together with me to the top, because this is what Vitae is all about. Vitae is about taking everybody together as an equal people, as a one people, as one team, and as one family. We're going to the top, and we are right now in the right track. Again, there's one thing that holds us back. That is education, understanding what it is that we do, what it is that we have to offer. Now, usually, I did that as well. I paid a lot of money to get coaching. In my long journey, yeah, it costs a lot of money to take education. But what if I told you that you can grasp that for free? What if I told you that you can get in touch, in close connection with the top leaders, with the top mentors of this area, not just in this profession, but in the entire entrepreneurial profession? What if I told you that this is free? But what more is, what if I told you that you can have it right now this week? Think about that for a second. Everything that you will be looking for, every code that you've been willing to crack is in the touch of your hand for free. And I'm not talking about those nice leaders that you saw in the events live where you went. I'm talking about top people. I'm talking about number one in the profession, Eric Worre. I'm talking about entrepreneurials number one like Grant Cardone, and so much more. But what if the top motivational speaker worldwide, Les Brown, can give it to you this week? How would you react? And I mean that. And you know what touched me the most about Les Brown? Here's this little story that he shared with me. I mean, he didn't even know he was sharing that with me. I just followed him when I followed that on YouTube, but that made me connecting with the person. I heard a lot of stories of him that you should go on YouTube and check out Les Brown. But that little particular story, that was the one that told me, wow, I need to watch all of this stuff. And he was telling a story that he was playing with his little son. I think the name was Leslie or something like that. John Leslie, I think, Jr. And he was playing with him a game, Connect 4. And after 7 times they were playing together, Les Brown got up and told him, son, I'm tired. I don't want to play anymore. I want to go to sleep. I'm tired. And his son said, it's not over until I win. Write it down to yourselves for a second. It is not over until I win. Okay? They kept playing, I think, for 11 more games. And finally, Leslie Jr. won 1 game. And he was like so happy. And he told his father, now I'm ready to go to sleep. And Les Brown asked this question. I'm talking to an audience over 150,000 people in that arena. He asked, what if we had that motivation? What if we had that mindset? What if we thought like that every time we get rejected, every time we come up to a meeting and the other person doesn't show up, every time it sucks and we have setbacks, and every time we feel like I can't take it anymore? What if we told ourselves it is not over until I win? Now, this is the person that touched my heart. This is the person that he was talking to my mind, that I understood, oh my God, this is so true. What if? And I'm talking about, guys, I have so many people who can witness that I went weeks and weeks with 20 to 30 meetings and 40 meetings in a week, and I got no's all the time. I didn't even get one yes. I went to meetings and people didn't show up. I had meetings scheduled and people just canceled on me, and I didn't give up. You know why? Because it is not over until I win, and we're winning. Guys, with Vitae, we are winning, and we are winning big, and we will keep winning. And we'll keep winning for you, together with you. We'll keep winning all the way, all the time. No matter who tries to take away our dreams, no matter who tries to censor us like the big tech people do, we don't care because we're winners. See, quitters are never winners, and winners are never quitters. That is us. I have a question to you. Actually, I want to ask you a favor. Okay? Here's what I want to ask. Next week, from 11th to 17th of November, there is a worldwide in the network marketing profession hosted by Eric Worre, the legendary mentor. You guys saw him on October 29th. Yeah. I mean, it speaks for himself. I don't need to tell you who Eric is. He's hosting a worldwide recruiting challenge, and we at Vitae decided to join forces together with that challenge. Yeah, and he's bringing there the biggest people, as I just mentioned to you. My question that I'm asking from you is from 18th of November until somewhere in December, and take vacation. And I mean that. Take vacation. If you're in a country that has a lockdown, I don't know, sit on Netflix. I don't know, do whatever you want to do. I don't ask you to work. With a condition, I don't ask you to take just some vacation. That is not a favor you're doing me. If you do something before, then you can take that vacation. I want you to join me in this journey, to join so many others that already decided to join this within Vitae. Within the Vitae community, there are so many that already registered to the GoPro Recruiting Challenge /Vitae, and we will share with you that link. Yeah. I want you to join with me. Now I'm going to tell you what I want you to do as a personal favor for me, but also for you. Very, very important. And I mean it. After this call, after this very call, I want you to subscribe to the free challenge with the link provided on the chat here, or ask your uplines, they have the links. All our leaders are already having the link. I made sure they all have it, and they will all send it through their groups and through their channels. They'll make sure it comes to you. Yeah. That's number one. I'm asking you, it's free. Number two, I'm asking you is to make sure everybody on your team, active, non-active, I don't care, it's free. It's a free gift, but it's the biggest gift. It's a gift that is worth so much money. You have no idea how much it's worth it. Yeah, and it's free. Just to register, you and your team, when you get emails, open them up, read them. Don't push it off. Don't procrastinate. Don't postpone it. Just read it immediately. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take 60 seconds to read an email. Just make sure you read it. You're following. I don't want you to recruit this week. I don't want you to do that. I just want you to sign up for yourself and make sure your team has this link and they signed up. Step number one. Step number two, I want you to go today to your back office. And listen carefully. Go to your income logs and take a screenshot. Then I want you to go to your purpose tree where you have all the levels and the visualization at the bottom. And I hope you know by now what I mean. Yeah. And take a screenshot of that too. Okay? And if the screenshot doesn't provide it to you with the date, remember, the date is November 8th. Okay? Very important. Now, there's something else I want to ask you. On 11th of November, up until November 17th, that's 7 days, I don't want you to work. That's part of the vacation of November 18 and on. Okay? What I want you to do is, on European time at 8 p.m., that means Central European time, CET, 8 p.m., every day there will be one live Facebook Live that you will get notification through the emails that you get from registering today. From Eric. Eric will send it to you. Yeah. Every day will be another leader, another big motivational speaker. One of them is going to be Les Brown. You don't want to miss it. One of them is going to be Grant Cardone. You don't want to miss it. One of them is going to be Fraser Brooks. You also don't want to miss it. They all have an amazing ideas, and they have it done. They've been there. You know, sometimes I ask myself, and it doesn't matter at which stage of networking you are, sometimes I'm asking myself this very same question. What is it that they do that I don't do? That's a question that I've asked myself a lot of times in my network marketing career. I always wanted that success that they had. You need to understand that 7 + 5 years ago, I didn't have €5 to my name. You know, our chief operations officer used to have a pizzeria, a small restaurant. Yeah. I used to come, he was my best friend. I used to come at nights to borrow from him €5 because that was the price of a package of cigarettes. And I'm not talking 20 years ago, I'm talking less than 7.5 years ago. Okay, just to make it clear. To borrow from him €5 to buy a pack of cigarettes because I smoke. Now, I know a lot of people of you think, hey, you shouldn't smoke. I know. The taste life is not about health. Okay, we don't sell health products. Okay, we sell your life. Yeah, we sell something totally different. Understand, those who smoke understand it. If you're stressed and you don't have the money for a cigarette, you need 2 packs, not 1. That was me. I had dreams. I had a lot of dreams, but I was so far from there. It was just, you know, imaginations. But it was these questions that kept me up at night. What is it that those successful people do that I'm not doing? Why do I think that I'm smarter than them? Why do I think always that I know it better than them if I didn't reach that success that they have reached? And I asked them. One of them is here with us, Mr. Jimenez. Today, one of my best friends from the top leaders in this company. Yeah, and a man I appreciate just by his personality, a person, and those who are in network marketing understand that he used to be my upline. A person that can put away everything, his ego, yeah, his prestige, and not playing the games. I'm your upline and I'm never gonna be your downline. That shows greatness of a leader. That's him. And I know he will probably call me after this call and slap me for that, but he deserves that compliment because that's true. And I used to ask him, what is it that you do? Tell me what I need to do. He was my upline at that time. Yeah, doesn't matter because in Vitae there's no uplines, downlines. We're one family. We're one people. So it doesn't matter. But never mind. That was the question that always kept me awake at night. What is it that they do that I don't do? Those people will tell you those secrets. What is it that they've done that they became 7-figure earners, not just by a year, but even by a month? And I know you all want that. I'm just here to deliver you one message. It's possible for you too. Don't think you need to be born successful. Don't think you need to be the most nice, skilled, and academic, and I don't know what kind of person. It doesn't matter, you see? It doesn't matter. Imagine somebody told you 10 years ago, yeah, that an Orthodox Jew, yeah, will be a person that you will be working with. Would you believe that? But seriously, now think about it for a second. Let's laugh about it for 1 second. Would you believe that if somebody told it to you 10 years ago, you will work together with a person that is an Orthodox Jew? You cannot reach him from Friday afternoon until Saturday night. Forget it, because he has the Sabbath and they have holidays and you cannot reach them as well. And I can see so many people now smiling to themselves and telling, yeah, it is this way. But would you imagine that everything is possible? You know, they told me as well it's impossible. For me, you have the Sabbath. You cannot work with other people because they work on Sabbath. You see what I mean? Everything is possible. They told me I'm too young, that I can't, that I don't have enough experience. But they were wrong. Here I am, addressing this an amazing, amazing event with you guys where we all feel cherished and loved and accepted. And we feel we're one people. See what I mean? This is what I want you to think about. What is it that those people do that we are not doing? From 11th to 17th, you will get it for free. For free. Imagine that. Just you need to make sure today you register on that link that you see on the chat. You have to make sure you're registered. Otherwise, make sure your upline gives it to you and send it down to your entire team. Now, Eric said it very clearly. Those who participate in this recruiting challenge will at least recruit one person during this week. Guaranteed. That's what Eric said, right? Now imagine the entire team you already built in the last 2 years, or 1.5 years, or 1 year, or 3 months that you're with us. Imagine you can double it all in 1 week. What would that mean to you? What impact would it make to your life? What impact would it make to your family? What impact would it make to your bills that you were waiting so long already? Think about it. You know, when I started thinking about this question that I just asked you, I didn't sleep at night. I mean, I barely sleep nights, but I mean, seriously, I didn't sleep the night. It took away my entire thought process, my entire focus. I was thinking to myself, like, how do you mind? I mean, like, what do you mean in 1 week? I've been working now 2 years to establish such a team. Are you telling me that I can grasp this entire idea and double it in 1 week? The answer is yes. Because if we tell everybody we can do it and you need just one person, and this is the week challenge, we all do it together, we will kick it off and we will make some noise and we can do it because we want to do it and we control ourselves, yes, then it's possible. What would it do to that coin that you're looking at? What would it do to your commissions that you're looking at? To me, it doesn't make a difference. What makes a difference to me, how many lives are we going to impact with this Vitae journey in this 1 week? How many people will be able to say we helped them? And how many people will come up and give this phone call to you? Thanks for sharing this idea with me. Guys, if there's something that touches me, if there's something it was worth making this journey up until now, were the phone calls that I was receiving the last week, in the last 2 weeks, and the last 3 weeks, the screenshots that people are sharing with me and say, thanks for sharing this idea with me. Thanks for sharing it even through the toughest times, when the purpose wasn't active and this wasn't active and the garden didn't work, and you guys see an automated button, ask your leaders how it used to be buying 20 units a day, whenever between unit and unit, it took like 3 minutes up until you could have bought it. If your internet didn't crash down or our website didn't crash down because we didn't have the scalability. And yet here we are. It's possible. Just think about an impact of 1 week. After that, go ahead and take vacation. But there's one more job you need to do before you go to vacation on November 18th. And that is taking another screenshot of your income logs and another screenshot of your purpose tree and measure the differences. November 8th, today, November 18th, that's 10 days, guys. 10 days that can change your entire life. 10 days. It's not far away. I'm not asking 90 days game plan. I'm not asking a 60 days game plan or 30 days blitz month, or I don't know, 10 days. It's less than 2 weeks and it starts from now. From now till the 11th, that's 3 days. Make sure your entire team has it. Don't recruit. I don't care. No Zoom calls, no nothing. From now till the 11th and 3 days, make sure you registered, your entire team registered, and everybody's following the emails. Make sure you took a screenshot from your purpose tree today and from your income logs, just for yourself, to be able to look at yourself and say, you know what? I want to see what my team is doing, and I want to see my life is changing in 1 week, and to see if it's worth it. And then you deserve a vacation. Indeed, from November 18, you know what? Go ahead and take 2-3 weeks vacation. You deserve it. But let me ask you a question. Think now for a second. Those few steps that I asked you, is this hard work or kind of easy? Now, unfortunately, I cannot take your answers like listening to you. I can take the answers on the chat. However, I'm new to Facebook. Don't challenge me there. I'm not going to read now some chats. I did that before I started because I couldn't focus on both of them. I need to get used to it, right? But I can imagine that you all think to yourself, wait, hold on. Registering, sharing this on all my WhatsApp groups, Telegram groups, emails, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, whatever, yeah? Just sharing the link, following up. Did you register? Did you register? Open up every email. Don't push off the emails. Read it immediately. Take screenshots, income logs, purpose tree, the levels, the visualizations. Okay. On the 18th again, income logs, purpose tree, the levels and the visualization. Sounds easy, right? And what do I need to do? Not work an entire day. At 8 o'clock from the 11th to the 18th, I need to watch a Facebook Live like this on the couch, on the comfort zone, because we're very afraid to leave the comfort zone, right? So let's see what we can do from the comfort zone. It's very important, right? And what I need to do is with this video is, after I finish this video, I need to do what I learned today here. One little thing that I learned from this video, I need to do today. That's it. And for the rest of the day, I'm off. 8 o'clock next day, look at the video, maybe an hour. I don't know how long it takes, yeah? I don't think it takes 2 hours. Yeah, maybe 1 hour and a half, something like that. It doesn't matter. It's precious time because you have the best talking to you live, yeah? And then decide what I learned today. I'm gonna put it into action. Just for 7 days, that's it. 1 week. 1 week. How long are you guys already with lockdowns? How long are you guys already wearing masks? How long are you not being able to shake people's hands on your social distancing? Is that a week? 2 weeks? Or nearly a year? And a damn long year. Right? 1 week we can do it. What if I told you, imagine for yourself, what if you challenged yourself saying, you know what, I'm going to go this week all in? Is that easier to live in lockdowns, social distancing, masks, non-essential shops, essential shops? Can I travel? Can I not travel? Do I have my alcohol gel? Do I not? Think about it for a second. What is easier for you now? You can do it from home. You see, Vitae has no lockdowns. We have no viruses here. We're here to live. The name says it. We are living. We're never into lockdown. Okay? I want to do something special for you. I'm going to check my calendar for a second. I want to host, and I'm going to say it out loud. I'm going to host a Zoom. Yeah. Up to 1,000 people on the Zoom. Then we will also have Facebook Live to that Zoom. And I'll take it to November 22nd. Okay? November 22nd at 8 o'clock CET, same time, during our vacation, remember? But hey, vacation only if you did the challenge. And we'll follow up, right? During your vacation on 22nd, November 22nd at 8 p.m., we're going to host a Zoom. And I'm going to get from the leaders those who participated in the challenges. And those who participated, the top 10, or the first 10 that can come up with their screenshots, you know what? I'll give you 20. I'll double it up. The first 20 people who can come up and show their screenshots and tell their story, how this 1 week changed their entire game, we will let them Zoom together with us live on this level with all the leaders, and everybody will be able to see who you really are and what kind of leader you are. Does that sound like a good plan? Let me give you recognition to the entire Vitae community together with me. You'll join with me and show the people that this test of this 10 days that we're talking about between now and November 18th have literally changed your mind as much as I just explained it to you. Sorry, not changed your mind, but changed your life. Okay? But you know, again, what you need to do? Register tonight, right after this call. Tell your people to do so. Take screenshots of your purpose tree and income logs that you need also to do on November 18th. Open up every email. Don't postpone it. Read it immediately. And from 11 to 17, every night at 8 p.m. CET, Central European Time, sit on your Facebook Live, follow the link, follow the video, and put into action what you've learned that day. On November, that's up until November 17. On November 18, you start your vacation. Just take the 2 screenshots that I asked you to take for yourself to make the measurement, and for on the Zoom and Facebook Live that we will have on November 22nd at 8 p.m. CT. We will remind you that we have that call. We will send you the information, and you'll be able to follow us here on Facebook and on our social media page, and probably on the Telegram groups and the WhatsApp groups that you have with your leaders. Okay? Guys, I'm super, super pumped. I'm super excited. I'm super enthusiastic. And although I cannot feel it through the screen, believe me, I feel it in my heart. And you can really believe me. I'm fighting every day for you. I'm working every day for you. And I'm listening every day to what you have to say. Although sometimes you don't get the answer immediately, believe me, I feel you, because this is what drives me every single day. That is what motivates me every single day to do that. And together we will win for you, together with you, as one people, as one team, and again, as one Vitae family. And you know why? Because I can't hear you, but I know what you're thinking in your heart. We are Vitae. Have a lovely night. Have a great night. And for those who are already in the middle of the night, I'm sorry for disturbing you, but believe me, it was worth it. See you on the other end on November 22nd. I cannot wait to hear your story together with us. I cannot wait, okay? I love you all. Have a lovely night. Goodbye and much success.